Alright, so here's something that no one will tell you about law firm applications. You might find it a bit frustrating or maybe actually give you some peace, but here it is. Luck plays a big part in the law firm application process. Let me say that again. Sometimes you'll get rejected not because you weren't good enough, but just because you were unlucky. Now, I get that this can be frustrating because you've spent hours writing the application, you've been going to events, you've been putting in all the work. But this is a reality. When you're applying for training contracts or VAC schemes or whatever, there's a lot of good people going for a small number of places. So aside from some rare, outstanding applicants, there's actually not a big difference between an applicant who's successful and one that's unsuccessful. And that difference can sometimes just be luck. Maybe you were interviewed after a string of people who were just all incredible. Maybe the firm had some posts go super viral on Instagram, so it got them more people applying. Or maybe just the questions they asked didn't line up with your strengths. Honestly, these sorts of things can actually make a difference to your application success. And it's no one's fault. It's not your fault. It's not the law firm's fault. It's just because law firms are not perfect hiring machines and the process can be a bit flawed. And I get that this can be frustrating because you put in so much work into your application and the rejection can feel personal. It can feel like a knock on your worth or your abilities. At least that's how it felt for me, and I got rejected a lot. But here's why you shouldn't think of it that way. First of all, there are far more important things in life than how you perform in what's essentially just a job application process. Letting your whole self-image come down to how well you do on this, when this is not even in your control, it doesn't really make sense. But secondly, I really think that if you've passed the written application process even one time, everyone who gets to that stage has a pretty good chance of making it the whole way, as long as they get a bit of luck. Let me put it this way. The difference between most successful applicants and unsuccessful applicants is often really small. So if you are rejected and you've gone over your application and you really think it was good enough, you might have just been unlucky this time. And if that's what's happened, it's not a case of if you're going to get into a legal career, it's just a case of when. So if you have been rejected, give yourself some time to feel what you're feeling. I know it can feel crap, but know this, you're so much more than your application outcome. The difference between successful applicants and unsuccessful ones is tiny, and your time is coming if you keep at it.